The meaning of Caritas is really a Latin phrase. Caritas has many different meanings, but it can mean love, it can mean charity, it means to hold others in high esteem.
There are a lot of things in our community that's happening that's still unseen. You know, we have children right now in our communities that are facing some very serious issues. What I love about Caritas is we give an opportunity to shed light on a subject that often doesn't see light.
It's amazing being from Southern Illinois and Caritas being really having offices located all over Southern Illinois. But when you see them, they're just a part of the town, right? They're just off Main Street somewhere, and you'll see the Caritas sign. And so many don't really know the strength that Caritas has and the amount of work that's done in these offices across the region. Caritas is known, one, as one of the 5 largest agencies in the state, the largest foster care agency in Southern Illinois, and the 2nd largest foster care agency in the state. Caritas is in a unique position because of our size, but also because of our performance.
Primarily that means that we are able to find permanent loving homes for children at a rate better than the state average, for sure.
If I could define foster care, it's really, it comes from a point where there's been abuse or neglect in a home that rises to the level of immediate risk, which causes the children to be removed. And so once the children are removed, they're placed into a foster home. Our job and the approach that Caritas takes in that is then to re-engage that entire family.
Being a child and being moved from home to home so much, it was always hard for me to watch my little brother go through it with me. And so I had always wanted to help take care of him and just be there for him. It took a big part of my childhood away.
The need for support for families and children is greater now than it's ever been. It really, it's a crisis in America. It's hard. It's hard work. It's important work.
When you see families grow, or you see children going home, or getting to stay with grandma and siblings get to be together, I mean, there's just so many pieces to it that bring reward.
Intact is an opportunity to work with a family prior to a foster care situation. Maybe something's been identified in the home where there's a challenge, authorities have been notified. Intact gives us the opportunity to intervene with that family before a child might be removed and placed in another setting.
And so when things go wrong and they need help and support, if we can come in early at that point, it can really change the trajectory of that whole family. So Intact is important because it's really trying to get to that family before it falls apart and bring resources to heal whatever has caused the issue in the first place.
We also have, for those children who have experienced more traumas, we have St. John Bosco Children's Center. It's a residential treatment center for the children who have sort of a deeper level of trauma.
These are children whose families have been torn apart, or they've lost their parents, or they have such severe trauma in their history and in their young lives that living in the community is not currently possible.
Sometimes we have kids who have developed behaviors and ways to manage their emotions in ways that make it really difficult for them to be able to maintain in a home. And a lot of times that comes across as anger. And the goal of our therapy in that situation is to help them learn that you can feel these really big emotions and you can feel them and process them in a way that will allow you to keep yourself safe and keep those around you safe.
Counseling is such a key element to all of the other services that we provide, because without counseling, how do you deal with the traumas where you've come out of a situation as a child and you need that support to try to make sense of what's happening?
As a counselor and as a therapist, that moment where you make the turn with a kid, where you've gone from that feeling of just everything is broken to I can do this, is the single most impactful moment as a counselor. And you can see it, it's like a light comes on for them, and when that happens, there is no greater moment.
We also have Fonta Bella Maternity Center, which is a home setting that provides services to women who are pregnant and homeless.
A lot of times with women, when they come to us, they have very, very broken pasts. A lot of them have experienced extreme trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, psychological trauma, mental trauma. A lot of them are estranged from families, so they have no support at all.
Is that person is in the place of some pretty great potential because they're open to more possibility because of that state that they're in. And that potential at that point in time is absolutely life-changing.
I joined CSEP back in 2017. And when I joined, I didn't know much about it at the time.
The design of the program is to help people get training. If they've been out of the program 55 years of age or older, for any length of time, if they've been out of the workforce, the program's designed to help them get the skills necessary to be able to get back into the workforce.
At my age, I never would imagine this is what I would be doing. It's like being able to start all over again.
You see their whole demeanor change. You're going about the process of helping people change their lives and their situations.
CILA stands for Community Integrated Living Arrangements. It's where individuals with intellectual disabilities get to live in a home-like environment within the community.
These are 3- and 4-bedroom homes in the community where our clients can live as normal as possible life with a support system.
CILA is important because our individuals with intellectual disabilities often get forgotten.
I've been having a hard time since I lost my mom. My mom was sick with cancer and I lost her. So all I have is my brother. But I like living there. I want to keep my room for good.
Each individual has a story, and with our staff, our support systems, I think our individuals are destined for success.
Fox River is an assisted living center for low-income seniors, and we support individuals with the activities of daily living so they can live in their own homes, their own apartments, and we can create a community that provides their social and emotional needs. And the goal here is actually to keep them out of nursing care, to improve their well-being, and the evidence is overwhelming. The residents at Fox River just love being there.
I feel safe for openers. This is the best place anybody could come to. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
We also have private adoption through Caritas, adoptive parents looking to adopt a child, and women who find themselves in an unplanned pregnancy.
Really, why I find it so important to support an agency like Caritas is it's just a huge need in our society right now. There's so many children that just need homes and need love and need care.
At Caritas, we do more than just care for people, right? There's a big part of what we do every day to advocate for individuals and families. We advocate with our legislature, with the executive branch. We advocate with the communities in which we're in. It's not always poverty. And people have addictions, people have mental health issues, no matter what their economic status. Things happen. And things happen in a way that we don't always have control over, but the community at large, Caritas Family Solutions in particular, can be there to help those families, those individuals, those people to have a better life. And that's why we're here. That's why we exist.